Hello everybody, it's me, it's Shad, welcoming you to another PolyNerdic playtest, live on Twitch. Normally we pre-record these, but I took today off in order to churn out some content for the week. So we're recording this on Monday morning, just before lunchtime. In fact, my lunch is in the oven heating up right now. So this won't be the longest playtest. This won't be like the Mario 3D All-Stars one, which was like a 2.5 hour playtest. This will be just a quick look at this game. Playtest are our first impression videos. I've already played about a half hour of this game, the last Campfire. But I'm starting a new save just to guide you through the opening of it. This game's been out for about a month, but I just now saw it on Switch. So we picked it up just before the weekend. Did the weekend stuff with the kids. That's why I took Monday off to do some content creation for the rest of the week. Let's get into this game. This game's a pretty cool little thing here. You play as Ember, little blue dude down there in the boat. It's a puzzle game. Let me move myself. I think I'm better suited up here on this game. As you can see, I just moved it. We are still running Extra Life. I want to get to $100 by the end of September. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, someone can do that for me. 3 people with $5, 15 people with $1, 1 person with $15, whatever it takes. I want to get to $100 by the end of the month. But anyway, you're Ember. You got lost on your journey.
As the light begins to fade.
So let's pick up here. I'm not sure who the red fellow was. But when an Ember gets lost, they become a forlorn, and that's the plot so far of this little puzzle game. It's got a really cool art style. I love the look of it. Plays this little sack of flour dude.
Ember stood still,
Ember.
unable to face what was to come. The wall glistened. The painting showed embers on a sacred journey.
Kind of reminds me of Journey in that regard, except for it's a little more puzzly than Journey was. Not that Journey wasn't puzzly.
Ember felt so afraid and alone that it was a relief to find someone to talk to. Ember froze, almost too frightened to look away, when they noticed a small satchel.
I have a bag like that.
The satchel felt heavy. The statue shone brightly in the light.
Okay, obviously I've already played this, so I know the puzzle here.
Ember noticed something wrong.
Go. This game is all about puzzles.
There was a round space where something used to fit. To Ember's delight, the golden statue slid perfectly into place.
Puzzle solved. They start you out with a softball.
Ember left, feeling sorry for the stranger now alone in the dark.
It's okay, they're dead, Ember. They don't know. But I really dig this game's aesthetic, man. This art style's sweet.
The stairway opened into a dark.
We ran ahead, messed up the narration.
Ember felt like they were being watched. Ember approached, the flame seemed to call out.
And when you encounter these flames, you are transported to this little puzzle space.
With a feeling
Can you check
like
that pizza
falling,
for me, honey?
the forest had slipped away. Ember felt lost in darkness and ruin.
Can you check that pizza?
The caged flame stoked new hope in Ember.
Again, I've done this puzzle already, so it's not like I have to think about it.
Hope was almost within reach.
Oh, thank you. I didn't expect you to get it for me. I just, if it was ready, pull it out of the oven. Thank you. Fair enough. Love you. So then you run up here and you free
The
the
flame
flame.
spoke and Ember listened. The flame lingered ahead. Was it trying to escape? Or leading the way?
Breathe new life back to that fella.
The campfire flickered into life. The ghost spoke. Hope has returned to a forlorn. I will warm them until they choose to move on. Ember looked to the ghost for answers. This is a place between places, to travel through as your light fades. But none have passed on in a long time. The Forest King now holds us
So
here,
we're going to have to fight the Forest King at some
and
point.
those who linger will turn forlorn. Again, that word, forlorn. The forlorn are those who lost their way along the path.
I apologize for the microwave beeping if that's coming through.
If you find them, send them to
So
me
we're going to
and
collect
I
the
will guide
forlorn
them.
and bring them back here so that they can get their hope back.
I am just a guide along the way to fan the flame. So many lost embers have I seen, more than I could help. Ember thought of those they loved, those they'd left behind.
I want to help others.
There are others lost. Find them and I will guide them.
Sorry, I skipped that bit of dialogue.
Step backwards, little Ember. Look behind. Upon a small grassy cliff rests a forlorn.
So we know there's one behind us. Over this way.
Barely visible through the murky water was the shadow of something hiding. And on a small pier with barely a sound, a lonely fisherman sat.
Little frogs. Can't do anything with them though. Bring this guy down here. Another forlorn. It does have some frame rate stutter issues on the Switch. I don't know if the PC version is any better. I think it's also on Xbox.
The stranger was trapped, caught in a maze.
Do we go back if I touch him again? Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing that happened. My apologies. I did not mean to do that. Did not mean to go forward and backwards.
The stranger was trapped, caught in a maze.
Okay, so we need to pull that there. No, there.
It was hard to make sense of this place.
Again, puzzle I've done already, so I don't have to waste time figuring it out. Okay, wait, hold on. How did I do this before? Maybe. Oh, wait. I know what I did wrong. What I'm doing wrong here. Hold on. See? Even having done it before, I still messed it up. Almost messed it up again. We need to push this forward. There's where I messed it up. Gotta pull it forward here.
The trail just kept on closing.
I'm gonna run around over to here. Yeah, there we go. We figured it out.
The stranger's voice was hoarse. I just need some time, I think, to see things clearly.
So we leave this fella alone for a while, and they'll move on. here, maybe? Maybe that clears later.
The Ember was curious. I'm headed for the crossroads. It's not far, I think. I've heard there's a nest there. A safe place.
There, now I have a path across.
The fisherman murmured quietly between sorrowful breaths.
Ah, we phased into him.
The fisherman felt so useless. His former joys were hollow. Sitting out there every day by the pond. Only the dark water to hear him talk. In that darkness, a glimmer flickered. A thought beating like a drum. A thought that went round and round. It all started with a frog. Every day by the pond, a constant reminder.
Go. Turn the fisherman into a non-forlorn.
For a brief moment, the fisherman struggled to speak. He looked at Ember, hopeful. The fisherman spoke softly. There's a frog in that pond. A big one. Saw him grow from a tadpole. We were friends of a sort. Spent every day side by side. So much better at fishing than me, that frog is. Catches them before I can bait them. Oh, it makes me feel useless some days. The fisherman sighed. I've wasted so much time feeling
There's like
this.
a overwhelming sense of despair with all these people. It's almost like Dark
The
Souls
old
in that
man
regard.
looked carefully at the pond.
Reminds me of the
at
world
their
of Dark
rod,
Souls.
At Ember. Well, listen to me here, rambling on and on. It helps though, telling someone. Thank you, Ember. If you need help catching anything, you just ask.
There's a big frog.
The frog stared at Ember, its belly rumbling. Its eyes were fixed. Was this the frog? That Ember could hardly ignore the rumbling from the frog's belly.
Yes, the frog is hungry. Ah, here we go.
The traveler said, Friend, you need go see the builder in the caves. Tell them I'm sorry I never came back.
Come here, help this fella. Got another case of the puzzle here.
The stranger had blazed their own path, created their own rock, their own islands. They did not need Ember's kindness. But still, Ember stayed. Building a bridge should it ever be needed.
Simple as this.
The stranger met Ember's eyes. The two shared a moment of silence.
There we go. Got that one up. That's what you do in this game. You just solve the puzzles and bring the people back to life. Restore hope, as the game said. I'm not sure what we're going to feed to the... I'm not sure what we feed to the frog. That raises that up, which I feel like we're gonna need. We're gonna need that up, right? Certainly looks like it. But I don't think there's a way across right now. And we can't go anywhere there because we gotta drop that chain. This game's, I mean, it's got this just adorable vibe to it. You can talk to the fisherman more. He just tells you stories. It doesn't really resolve anything. See? Made some progress here. So we're down here. See what's over here.
The crow held its shining trophy tight. The stranger whispered, "Ever feel like you are being watched? I've never felt that. What does it feel like? Is it nice? It sounds nice."
Weirdo. Aha. Well, this is easy to figure out, huh? Worm's mine now. Can't go anywhere.
The worm looked helpless, with no way to escape. As Ember picked it up, the worm let out a little yelp.
Feed that to our frog friend. for the frog? It's gotta be for the frog, right? Take it back, give it to the frog, or do we give it to the fisherman? Let's try the fisherman first. He said something about having trouble baiting the hook.
Poor little worms. But how do you fish without them? One for me, one for the fishes. Slurp 'em down. You saw the frog? You asked the frog. Actually, please don't tell the frog how much I talk about them. If you need help catching anything, you just ask. The frog stared at Embo, its belly rumbling.
Up. We got 8.
This was not how Embo had imagined the end. The gurgling of water, a deafening heartbeat. But then...
Here we are.
The frog returned Ember's good deed by leading them to a lost forlorn.
Thank you, Froggy. Alright, a puzzle we have not done before.
The stranger stood alone. Their friends have fallen aside, retreating from what came next. The stranger had ventured on. Now they were deep in the woods. It felt so pointless.
That was pretty easy. Figured that out without pause. I apologize about eating while streaming,
The stranger
but I'm
spoke
hungry and it's starting to
hesitantly.
get cold.
Is the campfire crowded? Let me gather myself. I'll see you there.
Aha!
Inside was a scrap of journal. The strangers on the water went on without me. Where have I landed? Vines and thorns stretch out to trip me.
Interesting. Cool, we can drop this chain now.
The stranger spoke. You look hungry, friend. You bring any broth with you? There's a cook in the swamp. Makes a broth like you wouldn't believe. Keep telling them that it doesn't taste right. They'll keep giving you more.
Alright, there we go. We figured that puzzle out. Back this way. Let's see what the campfire looks like. that. We got 3 more. There's a forlorn up there. We gotta figure out how to get to. It doesn't go that way. You know, where we saved the fire doesn't go over there. Wait, what's down here? Anything? Nope. 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 Can't go that way yet.
The path was blocked.
There's something over there, though.
The foxes howled into the night. The only reply was silence.
Alright, so we can't go either of those paths yet. So it's back to the fire. And we'll activate it and see what the old spirit has to say. But I really dig this game. It's just got a cool look, cool vibe. Puzzles aren't overly complicated. I mean, as you saw, I solved a couple of them that I'd never seen before. Immediately, so.
The ghost said, "Speak and I will listen." Step backwards, little Ember. Look behind.
Okay.
Upon a
So I
small
can move on
grassy
at this
cliff
point, I guess,
rests
but-
a forlorn.
But I want to save the other 3 still. So let's come down here. This is locked.
The old gate was locked.
Can't use
It
the
was
paper
worth
here.
trying, but it didn't fit in the lock.
See what's down here. Okay. Can't go down there. Go up here. Thorns we can't deal with. Where you going, bud? You jerk. You dropped the key in the water. I mean, realistically, I could jump. I should be able to just jump down in there, but it's not that kind of game, right?
The key was nestled between the reeds, but it was just out of reach.
Don't have. That's not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be able to get it with that
didn't
paper.
seem like that would really help.
So there's gonna be an item. Maybe the fisherman. Oh, the fisherman. Let's see if this is right. Run all the way back across. Go talk to the fisherman because he said if I need help getting anything, to come to him. I know that was terribly attractive as I stuck my tongue out to get that pizza. I apologize for that. Just trying to eat my lunch before it gets cold. I'll go for a couple more minutes here. I really dig this game though. I like what it's about. That was funny. I've not seen that glitch before. Fisherman, I need your help.
They say catching a fish, so I tell myself that a lot. I chased old blue best days of my had to use myself as bait. Stuck on me head ever since. If you need help catching anything, you just ask. If you need help catching anything, you just ask.
I need help.
If you need help catching anything, you just ask.
Okay, he wasn't the answer.
The ember. I'm headed for the. I've heard there's a nest there. A safe place. The traveler said, "Friend, you need a. Go see the builder in the caves. Tell them I'm sorry I never came back."
I do not know what to do. Because I could have swore the fisherman would have been the solution. But he appears not to be. That would have been my guess, you know. Wait, can I use your...
The stranger said thoughtfully, "I felt so alone. I was so lost." With tears, the stranger said, "I had forgotten what warmth feels like." The stranger thought, "I feel ready to move on." The stranger said, "Take care of those you care about the most."
Is there another worm I can grab? No. Maybe something over here? Maybe this chest has the hidden piece I need?
The Wanderer's Diary.
No.
Unfamiliar trees, a path overgrown. Is this a resting place? A place between places? I call out, but mine is the only voice.
Yeah, that didn't help. That will.
The stranger whispered, "I've never felt that. What does it feel like? Is it nice? It sounds nice."
Okay, hold on. You can burn the thicket, I bet. Aha, there's another one over here to burn. Do you have what I need?
Ember found the Wanderer's Diary. The oily smell of frogs. They know more than they will say. They watch me watching them.
See. Sounds like the Wanderer's losing their mind. See what's up here. Maybe this is the solution. Yeah, I'll get through.
The broken net hung ominously around the skeleton's neck.
Maybe this will be the key to fixing it.
stranger shivered in the cold. They'd moved through such dark places.
Okay, hold on, here we go.
They lay down and closed their eyes.
Well, that was easy. So I grab a new stick. The wind will blow it out.
Warmth was a distant memory, stolen by the
Back on fire over
passing
here.
miles.
Just a cool little game, man. Just a cool little game.
The stranger blinked at Ember. Is it morning already? How long have I been asleep?
Where does this go? Push our way out here. Oh, cool. We're gonna be able to use the net to get the... Or am I not going to be able to because it's broken?
The key was nestled, but it was just out of reach.
Yeah, I gotta fix it. I wonder if the fisherman can fix it. I don't know why, call me crazy, but I feel like this is quicker. Like, I feel like the fisherman's gonna be able to fix the net. Maybe he can fix the net? Since he says if you need help catching anything. Yeah, here we go.
The fisherman noticed the broken net Ember was carrying. Let me have a look. See what I can do.
I knew he was the key to the key. I just didn't know I
With a
needed the
silk
net.
thread, the fisherman carefully knotted it together. With each knot he tied, a net began to form. Here you go. Good as new.
Aha. Do do do. So we know there's one back there. And we know there's one over here that we need the key for. I wonder how we'll get to that last one.
key was nestled, but it was just out of reach.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy how it's just out of reach. Almost like if we had a net, we could get it. Screw you, Raven. I won that round. Had to jump through a bunch of hoops to do it, but I did it.
The old gate was locked. Ember placed the key in the lock and slowly began to turn it.
Really turn it to get it to go. Let's see what this puzzle is.
The stranger gasped for breath. Dark water slipping above their head.
If I take this off, I bet. No? Okay. That works. I was expecting the water to start rising.
The sea didn't care if they sank or swam. Slowly the tides ebbed, washing over old walls. Safe harbor emerging from the inky depths. Ember reached out a hand.
Oh, the frame rate just went to crap there. There we go. Yet another puzzle solved. You love it. You love to see it.
The stranger looked down. The ground feels good beneath my feet, friend.
Two chests. Hey. Being watched. There's a little dude up there. Now if we can only figure out how to get to that last one. We got everybody but the last one. Gotta be a way up there, right? Okay. Oh. How did I miss that one? All this time.
The traveler spoke. You ever had roast frog, friend? I miss a good roast frog. Oh, how they
That sounds
crackle.
gross. I know people eat frog, but that just sounds gross. Not appealing in the slightest. Okay, yeah, that's how we get to this guy. Final one of this region. I guarantee you there's more regions than this. It'd be crazy if we beat this game, but it's not gonna be that.
The stranger had been forgotten. They tried to follow as best they could. no one heard them when they fell behind.
So, we... Oh, no, wait for it. Then we move this one there. All like that. Ta-da! We did the last one. Isn't that fantastic? We did it. We woke them all up. Woke up all the forlorn in this first area.
The stranger looked at Ember with surprise. Someone came back for me. Thank you.
Alright, there we go. We've officially gotten all of them now for this region. I think it's a good stopping point. Let's go back to the campfire and see what happens, and then we will end this video. Just under an hour. It's a good first impressions video, I think. So you can see how awesome this game is. And you also have the now a guide for the first region puzzles.
The ghost said, "You have done all you can, little one. Your journey lies ahead." Little one, your journey ahead will not be easy.
They're roasting frogs. Gross.
The path to leave this place is blocked. I will guide others to follow after you clear the way.
One more puzzle, huh? Ghost guy.
There are others like me who can help. You will always be welcome here in the forest.
Alright, everybody. See ya.
The stranger said, "Take care of those you care about the most." Once again, Ember could feel eyes watching.
That's gonna do it for our look at the last campfire. Thank you for watching. As I said, you now have a guide to how to get through the game's opening puzzles. We will probably revisit this in future streams. Using this as episode 1, and then everything going forward be, 2 onward. Thank you for joining me for this live playtest. I'm going to take a break, finish my lunch finally, get up, stretch, and then I do have a press pause I need to record. So we'll be back with like a just chatting / talk show situation, because there's some big news that just dropped that I just saw right before we went live with this that I cannot wait to discuss. So we'll be back with that. I do have a package coming today that I might do a live unboxing of. It's on a surprise thing, but I know what it is. But it'll be a thing that I want to talk about, so we might do that. And then I might take a break around 3 or 4 o'clock, and then we'll roll into our normal 7 o'clock onward streams for the day. But we do have more content coming today. Of course, by the time this is live on YouTube and on PolyNerdic.com, We will have already gone past all that because I think I have this scheduled to go live on Wednesday morning. But we will roll out content all week long. That's what today's about. Today is about, I took the day off to build up some content to put out throughout the week, so that way the stuff that we stream this week can, be archived on YouTube later. I'm just trying to plan ahead. We're at 388 straight days of content on PolyNerdic.com. You should really check that out. You should also check out our Discord, our subreddit. My personal Twitter is at PolyNerdic. We also have a Facebook page, and I think that covers it. Instagram, where I usually post, a photo every day or so. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you join that Discord. That Discord is the thing I'm trying to build up the most. I want to build up the community there on Discord. Also, we have a Patreon and a Ko-fi, if you want to donate monetarily. And, of course, as you saw throughout this stream, we are raising money for Extra Life this year. Looking to have $100 by the end of the month. So we have about 10 days left to get $15. So if you feel that in your heart, please make sure you consider donating. And I will see you in just a little bit once I take my break with something else. Thank you for joining me today. If you were here live, if you weren't here live and you're watching this later, thank you for watching our content. And make sure you check everything out. I'll see you soon.